Welcome back, people. It is episode 32 of season 5 of the Taxi Squad podcast. We got a fair amount to get into. Before we do, please like, follow, subscribe, and download it wherever you do get your podcasts. We got phallic green objects gracing WNBA courts. We have baseball and racing. Somehow they come together. Is NFL RedZone ruined forever? And why is Wemby and the Wu-Tang Clan oddly related? It's the Taxi Squad podcast.
Come on, everybody, celebrate. The Taxi Squad is here today. So lose the blues, kick back and relax for now. They talk about sports and stupid stuff. They're probably wrong and it might get rough. So welcome back, it's the Taxi Squad, yeah.
Vince, how we doing?
Ha! New soundboard. I'm going to be using this a lot today. I'm doing great. I'm doing so great, dude. Happy Thursday to you, my friend. Whoever's listening to this on Thursday, I am at the Bears camp. And you say daddy's home. You know what I'm saying? This one's long. Stop.
Shit,
not good.
Yeah, honestly. Oh, shit, not good. Yeah, I'm going to Bears training camp today. And it should be
That's
fun.
awesome. I'm excited for you today.
I get to review. Yeah, I guess like whatever day you're listening to this, but on the Thursday, I will be at Bears training camp. And it should be fun. It should be fun. And I can't stop. This is like a disease.
He's like a toddler with a new toy. Like
I have so many.
So be ready for the soundboard fun episode.
The cool thing is on this is that I can't tell which is louder and which is softer. So on your end and the listener's end, it's going to be at a consistent level. But at my end, it's full blare. So if it's a loud one, it's just like boom. And then I'm like,
Daddy, chill.
And I need to like, that's what I'm saying to the soundboard. So, we're all right. But
welcome to the Taxi Squad. All right, he's insufferable with this.
I'm done. I'm sorry. I will chill with that. All right.
Thank you. Well, good, man. I'm excited for you. The Bears are ready for you. They are. They need that touch of Vince in their life. And I need full-blown notes. I need like journalism Vince in full effect at this event. I need him taking notes. I need to know what Ben Johnson is doing. I need to know how Caleb looks. I need to know if Ozzy Trapillo is him.
True. Hey, I'll have my brief takeaways. I will be taking videos. You can see it on the Instagrams. It's going to be fun, dude. And I'm going to be running all over the place. So it should be fun.
Hey, just know if you see any backwards visors near or dear to that practice field,
Barry Lee.
You are fully allowed to punch that person in the face.
Heard that. We'll get to that in a bit.
Just punch them square in the fucking mouth.
We'll get to that in a bit.
Sweet visor.
What is going? See what I'm saying? I have no control over this.
Vince has been haunted by his new soundboard.
I feel like a shock jock right now.
You feel like a shock jock?
Yeah, dude.
You know what else is shocking and also jocking, Vince?
Glot.
So, in case you've been living under a rock, the WNBA has most recently been under some drama, some scrutiny due to a sex toy. Now, for the third WNBA game in a row, being thrown onto the court, halting the play. And I will say that I don't know if this is just fun hyperbole. I don't know if this is just simply nice comedy, a mixture of both. Some of these women aren't necessarily into these things, or maybe
I don't
they
know
are.
if anybody's trying to make a statement. And also, gay women like dildos, Mike. This isn't
which is in itself is like odd.
No, it's
they don't
not.
like the thing.
That's only one. That's only one piece of this complex pie. You can't break it down to one thing. It's not purely physical, my friend.
I mean, we're men. We don't know what side of the brain to use most of the time. So,
agreed. Yes.
Just throwing that out there. I mean, hey, do you live your truth?
Yeah. Yeah. So the people that don't know, it's only at Valkyrie's games for some reason, but people are launching dildos onto the WNBA court.
Yes.
And yeah, that's why I was saying phallic projectiles, I think is what I'd like to stick with on that.
Phallic green projectiles. Vince, they've all been lime green. So it's like keeping a theme, which is oddly even more comical.
How do they get in with them is my question. Are they putting them in their pants and making it seem like they're just hanging D all the time?
Maybe they're just trying to make it look as if that they're hanging dong all the time when they're maybe not. I mean, it's an easy thing to conceal. What if you walk in with a backpack?
Is it? You can't.
It's like that scene in Fight Club.
You ever been to a stadium? You can't walk in with a backpack.
Well, if it's clear.
Yeah, so then you're going to see the big, fat, massive dong in there, dude. And they'll be like, I don't know if you should bring that in.
And then at that stage of the game, it's like Fight Club. That scene in Fight Club where they can't automatically assume it's your dildo as opposed to a dildo. So until it is factually known that it is in fact. Then
they have cameras. They have the benefit of having cameras and seeing who launches the dildo.
Dildo. But these people are launching it, man. I mean, they should be trying out for local javelin throwing.
Yeah,
because they are full blown.
There was a guy at the Valkyries and Dream game. His name is Delbert. And he has been arrested for launching said dildo, Mr. Delbert.
Why? Why did he get arrested?
I guess you can't, because it's like, okay, so what he got was criminal trespass, which is wild. Disorderly conduct, which I kind of get, and public indecency, which I also kind of get. But I guess you can't throw anything onto the court, like in any of it. Like it's in the bylaws of the league, I think. So that makes sense. And then also there's kids there and you can't be throwing sex toys on there because then it's like, Mommy, what's that? And she's like, me and your daddy use that because he can't get it up anymore. Like that kind of thing. So I get where they're coming from, but Delbert has been arrested. Delbert will get charged with something because, again, it's on camera. So if it's a justifiable thing, you're kind of screwed, bud. You're kind of screwed, Delbert.
I just love the people right up in this and just the vocabulary they used. Here we go. The first incident occurred on July 29th during a game between the Golden State Valkyries and the Atlanta Dream. In a clip shared on X at the time, sports announcer Morgan Reagan said during a replay, something flies on the court actually from the crowd. And you can see that the object, the green thing, bounces and it goes to the sideline. We're not exactly sure where it came from, like an alien entity. She continued, as a timeout was called and the game was paused, no room for any type of that activity. And no one's picked up the object yet, you guys. Security, referees, and team representatives.
Yeah, is it used?
Discussing the incident on the sidelines, and the camera zoomed into the green object, which could be clearly identified as a sex toy.
Bruh.
That's how I feel about that. That is crazy. That's like investigative journalism about who threw the dildo. I love that.
Oh, yeah. It's like the shooter on the grassy.
Oh, Karen, I got a story today. Let me tell you, I get to write a 4-page op-ed piece about the dildo I found at the Valkyries game.
Right. I mean, the referee, clearly they stopped play right away. They're like, none of that here.
Well, yeah, I mean, I get it because someone could eat shit on that and hurt themselves. It does make
Sophie
sense.
Cunningham was out here saying on X, stop throwing dildos on the court. You're going to hurt one of us.
Which you can. I get it.
Which someone promptly commented, start shooting more or something. What was the comment? It was wonderful.
I don't know. I do not know.
The owners of the 3 sex toys have yet to be publicly identified.
Delbert.
But if the arenas did, the owners could have been immediately removed from the court per the WNBA's policy. I mean,
yeah, but being arrested, dude?
I don't know. I mean, honestly, if you're the cop writing up this report, aren't you just dying laughing?
Oh, laughing. Yes, for sure.
I'm not mad at the guy.
I'll
Like,
give you
dude, you're a
some, I'll give you
comedy
some more
genius.
info on Delbert Carver, what we know about the 23-year-old accused of throwing a sex toy on the WNBA court. He was booked for disorderly conduct, public indecency, indecent exposure, and criminal trespass. He was released on an undisclosed bond, and this case is pending right now. The object ended up near the top of the free throw line. A law enforcement officer retrieved the toy using a towel while officials allowed the game to be continued. What if it was in his ass?
I mean, that's talent on a whole other level.
That would be crazy. That would be crazy. Facing a 1-year ban, dude, I thought it would be lifetime.
Okay, what if a fantasy football punishment is launching a phallic projectile into a WNBA
You have
game
to
and
draw
not
the
getting
line.
spotted?
Right. Like, how are you supposed
Throw
Well,
it
yeah,
out
but
there.
what, if that's your
What if?
there's no way that'd be a punishment though, because if you do get spotted, then you can't do it again. Like you only have one chance. And also, I think you should draw the line on fantasy football punishments at will I get banned lifetime from doing this ever again, and is it like criminally illegal? That's where the
It's
line.
not criminal. It's not criminally illegal to throw a dildo, Vince.
It might
to
be. He got
shoot-
arrested.
He got arrested for like, I don't know. But then again, it's so difficult. How are the charges supposed to stick?
I
If
don't
I'm
know.
a judge in a court of law, they're like,
Disorderly
Your Honor-
conduct. I understand a disorderly conduct.
Your Honor, this man is guilty of what? Throwing a dildo into a WNBA game.
I mean, that's not the argument the lawyer makes.
Did anybody get hurt? No. Was it funny? Very.
It's the same
Arrest
idea.
that man.
It's the same idea as any other disorderly conduct charge, though. Like if you're being
Listen.
disorderly outside and you're like, oh, but we were having fun. It's like, it doesn't matter. You were being disorderly. They
Let's
threw a
not
dildo
forget-
and they stopped the game, lest we not forget. Okay.
Let's not forget, in the early 2000s, a dad and a son beat the fuck out of a first base coach at a White Sox game.
For sure. And got very
They-
much
They-
banned
they
forever.
Did they get banned forever? Who
Yeah.
knows?
And they got arrested for sure.
Oh, they definitely got arrested. But that's public offense. That's a bad thing.
That's even more. That's
funny.
assault. This is disorderly conduct. You know, here's a ticket, pay it off, do some community service, whatever. Call it a day. But yeah, I think that's where you should draw the line for fantasy football. Because like at that point, you're just not going to do the punishment. I'd be like, I'm not going to get
just
banned.
put
forever.
out to the man, Vince. What if we pay this man's ticket? Is that wrong, or is that just good business?
I don't want to pay his ticket.
It would be awesome. What if we just put out to the world like, hey, Mr. Delbert, we will pay the
Carver.
ticket. Whatever the fine is, we'll pay it. And we'll send you a new alias.
If you want to
Via the
dig,
dark
if you want to
webs.
dig that down, you can go ahead and do that. We'll figure out how much it is.
Well,
and
we
can talk
have the
about it.
clip. Now we can clip this, put it out to the masses.
Yeah.
Find that man.
Okay.
The
He sounds
ticket
like
couldn't
he
be
sounds
much.
like an early settler.
The ticket couldn't be much. An early
Oh, you
settler
see,
of
they
dildo
arrived.
launch.
They arrived here on the Mayflower,
Ah.
and Sir Delbert Carver came off that boat, and he said, "You see, I'm going to throw one of them dildos right on a WNBA court once that gets happening." I'm
And
Delbert
then you
Carver.
never believe it. My Justice Kings came to the rescue, the Taxi Squad podcast. They came and paid my fine.
Look
After
here
that,
now.
it was off
Go
to
ahead
the
and-
races.
Go ahead and grab my friend Delbert Carver, and I'll pay off his fine. Thank you.
Delbert
Goodbye.
Carver went on to make one of the most successful dildo throwing businesses of all time.
This is what I was looking for earlier. I wanted the suspense one. That's what I was looking for.
Well,
If you're
there's
driving, I'm
more
so
time.
sorry. If you're driving, I'm so sorry.
Oh, just
Like-
enjoy chaos, please.
Yeah, this will happen a couple times. Half of these are in Russian, dude. Like I'm just clicking and hoping. That's all that's happening right now.
Well, Vince, I think they're clicking and hoping that they don't have to see more phallic objects. Oh, that's creepy.
Yeah, I don't like that one. All right, I think I'm gonna let
Vince-
this rest for a moment here, and then
Vince, you know what we need to discuss right now? Because this was
What?
just, there's a lot of people out there and a lot of men out there that, they need to shave their bodily hair.
Yes.
Vince was
Yes.
just randomly bringing up pre-show antics. about him recently shaving his back. I'm like,
I've
how
been
the fuck
doing
do
it
you
for years. I've been doing it for years, man.
So Vince, aka the Silverback Gorilla.
No, chill out. Number one, it's brown. Second, it only grows in parts of my back, so chill.
Oh, so you're a spotty.
No, I'm just a gorilla. I'm just a normal gorilla, just a normal hairy man. Yeah. Hoo hoo ha ha.
So, can you share with the masses this piece of equipment, because it is truly impressive?
Sure.
And I asked him. I said, "How do you do this?"
Yeah. If you're living alone, you gotta take care. I consider myself a clean cut man. Like the beard's always lined up, the mustache doesn't hang over, all that kind of stuff.
Swag.
That goes along with my body hair. I trim my body hair on the front. I don't go bald. I'm not a model.
Can't be out here with too much bush.
Yeah, and I also don't want my back hair to be visible at all. So 10 years ago, maybe 7, 8 years ago.
Wow.
I found a company called Backblade. Please sponsor us. Give me free stuff. That would be great.
Shout out to Backblade.
And it's just this long piece of technology that you just hold over your back and you scrape. It's got 2 like cut safe blades on it and it just cuts off all the hair. It's amazing stuff. The one drawback I will say is when you put on a shirt after a day or two, it's prickly. So that kind of sucks.
Okay.
But other than that, like, if you're going to the beach and you're like, I got to look good, you just shave off the back hair, you look good.
Get your seal on, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm trying to have perfectly crafted front of my body hair and none on the back. And that's what it does for me.
Okay. So you're all right with a little happy, but the back's got to be like, you
can't have back hair is like gross.
Large walrus.
Yeah, it's like gross Italian Greek man, that like eats a hummus platter on the beach. But I'm not trying to be gross. I'm trying to be handsome Italian Greek man with the proper hair on the front and no hair on the back. Back hair gives you a different signal than the front. Front hair says man. Back hair says gross man in my head.
And that's what the ladies are thinking, right? When you're out there, eating a full spanakopita to yourself.
I won't be. You won't be catching me doing that.
That is a half Italian, half Greek whose back is so well
manicured. I'm barely Italian.
You're like, hey, ladies.
I'm Irish, motherfucker.
Hey, ladies.
Like, what are we doing?
You want some of this spanakopita?
Hey, you want some of my fucking tzatziki sauce? You know what I'm saying?
How you doing?
Get your ass over here. Braid my back hair. No, dude. I keep it clean. Keep it pristine, dude. You got to do that. But yeah, I was saying that because I got a little tiny little. I think I might have an ingrown hair or something back there because.
Oh no, that's got to be painful because you can't pop. Like you need somebody to be able to get after it back there.
Yeah, you ever see like the people's videos where like it's usually a girlfriend will like record a boyfriend and be like, "Now tell me where you put the sunscreen on your back," and they can see like a perfect burn exactly where they can't reach on the back of their back. I can almost touch my fingers, so I almost got full coverage, but I don't have total full coverage. So you can't really pop it. You can't really do much with that.
For me, it's like I would be afraid to do it because the back knee would be in full effect.
Yeah.
Be scared.
I only have 1 or 2. Well, my thought was, can I just get like a slip and slide and put lotion down and just go slipping around like a fucking hippopotamus?
Oh, you totally could. You totally could. You could totally hippo around on that thing.
Yeah, you just go ahead and get lotioned up, dude.
Out here like fucking Lou Dang.
Fill a pool with aftershave and just
You smell great. That's a good one. Here's a topic, and just feel free to throw it at us. Call us 312-725-2107. Is it a little light in the loafer to like? Let's say you have a roommate. Is it GAY to offer to be like, hey man, I can't reach this spot. Can you shave my back?
100% do it, dude. Be a friend.
All right.
I think if you think it's GA, I think if you think it's GAY, I think you're very uncomfortable with your sexuality. Okay. If anybody needs some help, I'm going to help them out.
For some people, that's crossing the line.
Like, I won't shave your butt. I won't shave your front. But I'll give you your back. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
I'll give you a 5-star right after. It's going to hurt. It'll be great.
Yeah, it'd be great. I mean, it's like the same principle.
You go to the beach with your friends. You got to put on SPF.
You got to help them.
You can't
let them. You got to.
I'm doing the same for you, bud. You did it for me when I was in Arizona. Was that gay? No, it was brotherly love, dude. All right.
Exactly. All right. Well, I'm happy we figured that out. Once again, don't forget to follow and subscribe.
Dude,
all right, Vince.
Please, Backblade, give us money. Thank you.
Backblade, we're coming for you. All right, Vince.
Yes.
Something historic in baseball happened.
Yeah.
We collided two worlds, buddy.
Historically bad.
It was kind of cool.
It was weird. The idea, the concept. Okay, yes. So Bristol Motor Speedway held a baseball game.
Hell yeah.
And it was a cool idea, and it was a complete fucking disaster.
Oh yeah, a lot of rain.
It rained. Okay, so this is like the whole stemming off the Field of Dreams thing. I guess Field of Dreams is under construction, so they go do games somewhere else. Nothing's ever going to touch the White Sox-Yankees version, but Bristol Motor Speedway, it was raining a ton. They were like, well, we have to play a little bit of the game, so they play like an inning, right? And it's just, there's puddles everywhere, and you're like, this isn't even real baseball. Ran out of hot dog buns. Completely.
How do you run out of hot dog buns?
That's what I'm saying. You know it's going to be a baseball game, and you've done motor speedway events. Like, you can have hot dog buns. They ran out a bunch of shit. I guess it was uncomfortable, hard to watch for everybody, and it rained the whole time. Brutal. It was like when they did the NASCAR race in Chicago when it was like torrential downpour, and they just couldn't do it.
It rains every year in Chicago. Yeah. They try and hit this race.
Yeah, no. And it was like, maybe this is a sign from G.O.D. himself, you know? Like, maybe you just don't do it.
Maybe it was a sign from Jesus.
It could have been. It really could have been. But yeah, the concept was cool. My uncle texted me about it, and I was like, oh, I didn't even hear about that. I feel like they didn't advertise it very well. And then clearly they didn't plan what they wanted to do either, because it just took like forever to start the game. They barely played any of the game. They tried to force it and ran out of hot dog buns. You're at a baseball game, you better be able to get a hot dog. I don't care who you are.
I mean, at least a piece of Wonder Bread, something.
Yeah.
You need something to get down the glizzy. I guess they also didn't even have condiments. There was no
That's
mustard.
So crazy.
How do you run out of mustard?
Well, you also know this is coming. And you've done, again, they do events there. It's not like this is a space that's never done events. Like, you know,
Vince, they sold out like 90,000 seats within like 2 hours.
So you already know how many people are going to be there.
It's crazy.
You should have, and I know they do. I'm sure they do. Just from my short experience in events, I know they know the amount of people and the amount that they have to order in case of that, plus the overflow just in case. They know. So whatever happened, bad shipment, whatever it may have been, like, I guarantee you they didn't run out of beer. If they ran out of beer, that'd be crazy. I got to see, actually.
Well, they didn't run out of beer, which
I don't think they
is
did
a
either.
Good part. Hey, how about that game in Dublin where the POS went down and they were just giving people beer? That's awesome.
You gotta when you're in Ireland.
Oh yeah,
you gotta.
In Ireland, they're just like, here you go, honey.
This was so crazy, and like half the people are trying to say it was actually really good. It's more to learn next year, and you're like, shut up, dude! Like, all this is so dumb.
Did you see game 2, though? They actually got off the second game in the series, which I thought they would have played like a full series, but clearly, NASCAR is like, all right, get this shit out of here.
Yeah, stuff happens.
But I'm surprised they don't play more of these.
85,000 plus. Yeah, holy shit.
That's nuts. A lot of people watching that game. Now, what's kind of cool, though, is that if there was a home run, which there was a couple, they do a home run lap with a pace car. Which
cool.
is sick. Which is sick, and they have like a checkered flag, buddy, and they like run around. They do a lap, like a victory lap with a Corvette, and it's cool. I thought that was cool. And all their numbers.
They should have done a race while the game was going on.
Oh, that would have been chaos,
dude. It would have been
full ADD mode.
It's a pitcher's duel. You're like, fuck it, I'm watching the race.
Well, yeah, but God forbid there's a home run. They're hitting a corner at $120, right. And it's just chaos.
Oh,
just chaos.
This sucks.
Got like Kyle Busch out there just being like, can't see, my windshield's gone.
But if they catch it while they're in the car, then it's an out.
That's a good one.
It's like banana ball. Oh, this is an aside. Did you see the whole Pickles dude? That whole thing, they brought a fan on the field. It's like an unaffiliated team. They brought a fan on the field. I feel like I'm like conspiracy Vince immediately.
Yeah, he was a plug. He had it.
His swing was phenomenal.
Oh, he looked like he could be on the team.
I'm not saying that they were like, all right, like give him the home run, because I think the pitcher was trying his best, but I think he was a guy that has the ability to play for the team. Because he walked the first time, and then the second time he had absolute smack center field.
I feel like this Savannah Banana thing is like a flash in the pan. I feel like in about a decade, nobody's going to give a shit. And I know they get televised games and stuff now.
Yeah, well, no, they sell
out.
out. Everybody loves them. I talked to my brother about this because his nephew and niece went with his brother-in-law and all of his kids. Okay. And I was like, that's really cool that you're bringing them. And then my brother's like, I thought you don't like the Savannah Bananas. I'm like, I think it's
cool for
goofy,
the kids.
But it's cool for the kids. It is the Harlem Globetrotters. That's all it is. For sure. Except they're playing like competitive games, but they're doing it for a new audience. They're doing like the dumb TikTok shit and the dancing and all of that. And it's fun. And everybody, if you catch a ball outside, like, it gets everybody immersed in the game, which I think is good. But I'm not going to go there and be like, what a competitive game. Like, come on.
You got to understand, Vince, one thing. There was a guy by the name of Trick Daddy, and he loved the kids. So, the Savannah Bananas have fell in line.
Okay. Right? Don't understand that reference at all, but okay.
No?
No.
Well, maybe I'm just showing my age. Look up the song.
Trick Daddy?
It's Trick Daddy. Trick love the kids. It's a thing. No Epstein, but...
Yeah. Right? Like no Diddy. You could have just no Diddy'd right away.
I mean, that would have been a perfect... See, now you need on that soundboard, you need a Diddy sound that says, take that.
I can just do... That's actually good. I can just do this one.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
I'll just do that one over and over again. That one's saved forever. I'll keep that one forever, dude.
Hey, Vince, speaking of what the fuck, don't you have a what the fuck moment for the baseball writers?
Yes, I hate baseball writers. So welcome back to Fuck Baseball Writers, part 7,690,000. Because I feel like I do this once every month.
Yeah, they're not nice people.
I hate baseball writers. I think they're the worst. I think they are so ingrained. The history's cool. I love the stats. I do all of that stuff. But they are so self-important. It's unbelievable.
Oh, yeah.
It drives me nuts. They think they're bigger than the game. They think anybody doing something different is brutal and protecting the past. You're not like a gatekeeper. You just write about baseball. Stop thinking you're so important. And this is why I say
you're not that guy, pal.
Ichiro Suzuki goes to the MLB Hall of Fame, as he damn well should. 100% makes sense. He got 374, I think it was, or somewhere around there, out of 375 votes for the Hall of Fame.
Sounds solid to me.
Saving one guy to not give him unanimous because of allegedly, and again, this guy is anonymous, allegedly, he thinks that unanimous decision should be saved for the very special players. But everybody in the vote knew for certain, for so many reasons, outside of Ichiro hitting 3,000 plus hits in the MLB, plus 1,000 plus in Japan, and winning an MVP in the Rookie of the Year at the same time. He was also one of the first very successful Japanese players. He started that whole kind of thing for people coming in and being stars in that level. He did more for the game than this asshole writer could ever have done ever. And everybody is undeniably saying he's a Hall of Famer. You cannot find one person that would argue that.
Oh, Ichiro changed the game.
Completely. And that guy needs to be unanimous. He needs to be unanimous. And he should have been, except for the one guy being like, I would vote for him usually, but everybody else is, so I got to save this for who? Who would be unanimous if it's not for him? Who would be?
Because he needs to be the outlier.
Contrarian for no reason.
Yes.
What a loser. What a loser.
Hey, I mean, they blackballed Ron Santo for
this is the
30
same
years.
Thing. It's the same thing with the Bonds thing, and too. Then Barry Bonds is the best hitter of all time, but he did steroids. Yeah, but a museum, a Hall of Fame is a museum. Tell the story of baseball without telling you about the most prolific home run hitter of all time, with the most home runs in a season and the most home runs ever, and then tell people why steroids was bad. But don't leave them out for that. Because it wasn't illegal for a while. They didn't have a hard and fast rule, and then they changed it again.
I understand everybody's position on the performance enhancing drugs. then again, he's still one of the greatest hitters to ever do it.
He is the best ever. Look at his fucking entire list of accolades from his entire career, even when he wasn't doing it. He is the best hitter ever. It's so clear.
Do you still think he could hit a 100-mile-an-hour fastball? Because I don't.
I think he could probably hit one because he's still around the game, so he's seen it. So I'm sure he could probably pepper swing like a double or like a single. But I'm not thinking he's not hitting a homer.
Single.
He's not hitting a homer because he's probably slow as shit. That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Gary Sheffield was recently on a podcast and he was like, no chance.
I think it'd be really hard for him. I don't think he'd just be able to walk up and do it. I think he could throw a half swing out there. I think he's got the timing down. I just think like physically he can't do it anymore.
What's so cool about Ichiro though is that all of his phases that he went through as a player, where of course his history will always be that of the Seattle Mariners and getting them close. Never won a World Series.
Yeah.
And then the Marlins, which was so weird, which he did claim in his Hall of Fame speech, which by the way, he did get in.
It was hilarious. And he was making fun of the guy that didn't vote for him too.
Oh, that's good. And with that, he also explained he didn't realize the Marlins were a team.
Yeah.
Which I think is the greatest thing ever. And they would put him into like pitch every now and again.
Oh, yeah. And he was actually all right. He threw a pitch like last week and it was amazing. It was incredible.
The man is arguably maybe the best outfielder of his generation.
Yeah. I mean, dude, him and Griffey next to each other, you're not hitting it anywhere. Like,
Griffey was off the team by that point. Griffey was already on the Reds.
2001? Oh, yeah, probably. That makes a lot of sense. Damn.
Griffey went back to Cincinnati. Or not never back, but went to Cincinnati.
Yeah, went to Cincinnati from there. Did you know he's naturally a right-handed hitter?
I did not know that.
Yeah, and his dad switched him to left so he could get off the line quicker and be closer to first base. So he just trained to be a left-handed hitter. So he probably could have hit more home runs on from the right side, but he's like, fuck it, I'm just going to be one of the best hitters we've ever seen. And then one asshole's like, no, we got to save it for Mickey Mantle. And you're like, fuck off, dude. Suck my ass. I hate you.
Suck my ass. I hate you.
Yeah. That just reminds me of that girl on Vine that was like, suck my ass because you're no good or better than anybody else. Like, that's all I could think about.
It's wonderful. I do believe that baseball writers are not very good people.
They're just the worst.
All in all, the man had 3,000 hits. And
1,000 plus in Japan before he even came to the MLB and won an MVP in his first year.
He made the game global. He made the game truly global. Before there was Shohei Ohtani, there was Ichiro Suzuki.
Yeah, it was like the Americas and the Caribbean, and then it was like, boom, let's go to Japan, and Ichiro changed that. And like, obviously there were other guys, and like Matsui was there right around the same time, like all that stuff, but Ichiro was the number one guy as far as knowledge of the game and all-star.
Should get more roses because Hideki Matsui is one of the best of what he's ever done.
First ballot Hall of Very Good, dude.
Yes.
You ever see that guy, that Twitter account?
No.
I think it's awesome. There's a guy that's running a Hall of Very Good, and it's all the players that aren't Hall of Fame level, but right there. Just like that's very good players that weren't Hall of Famers, but right, like Jason Varitek, I think made it. There's a couple guys that are just like right there.
Jason Varitek, Johnny Damon. You could throw in Bernie Williams, although Bernie Williams Hall
of Famer. Yeah.
Jorge Posada.
He's Hall of Famer. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's just a level of guys that are right. Like Dan Ugla for a couple of years, probably Hall of Very Good.
Jeff Kent.
He's there. He hated Barry Bonds.
No, a lot of people hate him.
I don't think he got voted in. I think he got close. Paul Konerko is going to be one for sure.
I think Paulie will get in. Think Jim Tomei will?
Yeah. I don't think Paul Konerko will, though.
That's kind of... How about Frank? I mean, Frank's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, it has to be. He's the best White Sox player of all time.
Well, Frank, had a renaissance after he left the White Sox at 38 years old.
Blue Jays and A's. Yeah. That's why, dude, Kenny Williams, fucking bitch. I hate that shit.
Kind of hated him, even though a lot of people did say Frank was selfish.
Kenny Williams got so lucky one year, and then he was a piece of shit the rest of his time.
That's kind of real.
It 100% is. 2008, we were really good, but then after that, what have you done for me lately? And then he ruined every GM. He ruined Rick Hahn. I'll never blame Rick Hahn for those teams. Well, that's all Kenny Williams.
Rick Hahn just hated Jerry, and it was pretty nuts. No,
but that's because Kenny Williams was running everything. So he was like, Rick Hahn wanted to do something. Kenny Williams was like, no. And then Jerry Reinsdorf's like, I'm going with Kenny. And then he's like, what the fuck do you want me to do? Like, why do they love each other so much?
That's usually what Jerry does, though.
It's bullshit.
So, Vince, speaking of the White Sox.
Well, I was just going to say, speaking of the Marlins, because we just talked about them, they're 500 or just under 500 right now. And the Marlins were horse shit for the beginning of the year. And they've been on a monumental tear the last 2 months.
They're still 8.5 back. So let's pump the brakes on that.
You did listen to what I said. Did you see what they were like at the end of May?
Yeah, they were dog water.
They were I think
they were hairy.
The win percentage was 300 or something right now. And now they're basically 500. They're one game under 500 right now. They've been insane the last couple months. This is the year of bad teams getting a little better.
You want to talk about insane? The Cubs are 2.5 up in the wild card right now, and the fact that they're even there is insane.
Yeah,
because the Brewers just keep winning. They're 3.5 out of first now.
They can't stop winning. The Brewers will not stop winning, and the Cubs are back and forth, up and down as they've been the last couple months, but continually still the second best team in the NL, but the Brewers cannot stop winning. They're just unbelievable.
They traded for Soroka, and he tore his UCL in the first inning of the game for the Cubs.
It sucks a lot. I know, but then again, if you're a team of that caliber and you have the share of fans that you have, you should be spending more money on guys if you have a chance. They just
look at the Phillies. You look at teams not necessarily the Brewers, but the Padres. They went and traded for a closer they didn't even need.
Well, Milwaukee is a mid-market team, so I get that they're not going to spend that money. The Cubs are the
major market.
They're the third most famous franchise in the entire MLB, and they're let's go get a last year White Sox, is what they said.
It's insane to me that they didn't try and go get a starter.
It's just, the Ricketts are windy. They're in the windy city. Windy politically.
Jerry.
They're spending a bunch of money on shit.
Call him Jerry.
They're not even Jerry because Jerry doesn't spend money on anything.
Well, that's
the Ricketts are spending money on everything else except for the team, and they're going to let Tucker walk. And and the thing is they're still very good, but they're not a team that can compete in the playoffs. They're just not.
And when they let Tucker walk, they're going to justify it by saying, he had a really down last half of the year because he's not to the same level. Even
though they're going to say, "Have you seen our prospects? Our prospects are coming up and they're really good." Fuck off.
They're going to prospect bait all Cub fans, and they're going to be like, "Yeah, see, we're going to really do it."
I don't think so. Based on my conversations with Cubs fans, they're pretty freaking pissed about this. They have the best. They have the best outfield in the MLB, and they're just going to let their leader go. They do.
Well, we'll see. Hey, call if you're a Cub fan and you're frustrated. Call it in 312-725-2107.
We talked about this before. It's I can't think of a better one. Seiya Suzuki's leading the league at RBIs right now, and he's their third best player in the outfield. Pete Crow Armstrong's taking a little bit of a tailspin down, but he's been amazing all year. And Kyle Tucker's a perennial all-star.
Pete Crow has come back down to earth.
Which you should. You should at that age.
Yeah. What's crazy to see right now is how bad the Cardinals have been since the break.
Yeah. They were your squad. You were hanging your hat on them for a bit.
I mean, for a while there, I was like, "Hey, see, I told you," because it's the Reds, Cardinals, Cubs, and Brewers were all just fighting for second place, and then now it's completely flipped.
It's two teams. Crazy. The Reds have a shooter's chance, but they're 10 out. That's going to be hard.
They shoot Gavin.
Huh?
Shoot McGavin?
Did you watch the second one?
It's horrible.
That's what I heard. I started watching the beginning of it, and I didn't have it in me.
I'm sorry if you're a Happy Gilmore fan.
Okay. Happy Gilmore is what it is.
It's a great film.
When you have you rewatched it?
Mister.
It's not a great fit. It's nostalgic.
Yes, it's a wonderful comedy, Vince.
It's nostalgically beautiful, but it's not a great film. It's a great
90s comedy.
Have you watched Space Jam recently?
Space Jam will not get any smoke on this podcast because
booty
Space
cheeks,
Jam,
but amazing. But it's booty cheeks. That movie sucks.
Hey, we got to go get Mike's special stuff.
Yeah, he came in a jar and they squirted it out.
No, he did. No, it was his special stuff. That's what they wrote on it to get the placebo going for the rest of the Toonstars.
That's what I'm saying. But if someone's
and then they played better.
If you're
if you're
in heat like a deer, dude, if you're in heat like a deer, and it's like, let me see some of Mike's special stuff. What are you thinking of?
I mean, well, come on, Vince, get your mind out of the gutter. The whole premise of the movie is the fact that he was coming back from playing the baseball.
I know the concept, but it's not a good movie. It's good in the way that we like bullshit movies. It's a bullshit movie.
Let me put it this way.
They're not winning Academy Awards.
No shot. But no comedy recent has won an Academy Award.
Yeah, but still, like, come on.
No, you take it easy over here, fucking Ebert.
Happy Gilmore's not good either. It's just better. The second one is bad
classic.
with no nostalgia, and it was just like it was a reach out for all like the pros.
That's like
players
saying Tommy Boy is not a good movie. It's a great movie.
A little bit different. Billy Madison,
great comedy.
Love that movie. Yeah, but like
okay,
Sandler's hit or miss.
Even
I don't hate Happy Gilmore. I don't hate Space Jam. They're just not good movies. There's a difference between liking something. You can't
say Billy Madison is a good movie then as well because it's just as stupid.
I mean, it's
stupid.
I know, but like conceptually, like I watch Happy Gilmore and I'm like, okay, Billy Madison's so dumb that I can almost release myself out of it. But I'm just saying, Happy Gilmore's a good movie. But I'm just saying, people are like, "Oh, the second one is so bad." You're like, it's the same kind of thing. It just doesn't have nostalgia to it, and it's like baiting celebrities, and every celebrity wanted to be in it. That shit's stupid. I don't like that either.
Well, golfers should not be in movies, okay, or try and act for that matter, or have any type of role in any film.
Okay,
all right. So let me just line.
It depends
right now.
Yeah, it's like the same thing with athletes, though.
For the record,
really
young Julie Bowen, hubba.
Yeah.
All right. She had like a dumb cameo in this one. You're like, okay, that could have been better.
She ain't that anymore.
Well, right. But the problem is it should have been far more based around the rivalry of Shooter McGavin and Happy Gilmore. And I don't want to ruin it or ruin the surprise, but they like become friends now. It's so dumb.
Yeah. It just, they initially didn't have the capital, so they had to do it as kind of like a soapbox film, like from the streets, like figuring out what they're going to do. This one was like, hey, we can get anybody in the world that we want in it, and they did. That was the idea.
Well, that's what you loved about the old one, because it actually brought some real meaning to it.
Yeah, but also if that came out now, people would be like, if that came out now, people would be like, what the fuck is this?
I don't know. Maybe
nostalgia does a funny thing to us, and I like it. But again, even Space Jam was like, all right, that is what it is. You watch it now, you're not like, wow, what an incredibly written movie. You're like, it's so stupid, but it's awesome.
Vince, his bags are packed. His plane tickets booked. Send him home.
You're talking about Jordan?
Send him home.
I don't know.
You don't get the reference? The Happy Gilmore reference.
Oh, I haven't watched it in a while. Actually, I watched it like 2 weeks ago, but I just zoned out for half.
Tap it in. Just tap it in. That's all you got to do.
All right.
Speaking of tapping it.
Or smacking it.
Colson Montgomery is third in the MLB since the All-Star break in home runs.
He went yard again yesterday. He has 8 after the All-Star break. This is like the gift that keeps giving, because I just always think about when he came up.
Still suck, but at least we have promise. You know?
Well, no, I've gotten to the point where I'm watching games again when they're on, because at least we're getting something from these guys, and we're like, cool, this is great, we're growing. But yeah, I keep thinking about just him being in low A, and you're like, no way he's coming up, and then he's still just on a tear. He's just still on a tear.
Hey, I'm happy he figured it out because he needed to. We need some promise. So
no doubt about it.
That's your White Sox update. Roman Anthony, young budding star for the Boston Red Sox, just signed an 8-year, $130 million deal. Vince, do you think he should have waited?
How old is he now? 20?
Oh, he's a baby.
21. No, this makes sense. He'd have to go through arbitration and all that bullshit in like 2 years, and then he would have to get signed again. He signs an 8-year. He was born in 2004. 8 years from now, he's going to be 28. He's going to get a Machado Harper contract. That's going to happen. So he'll get his 10 years, $700 million probably plus at that point if he's as good as he is at that point, and then he will play on that contract for the rest of his career.
That's $16.2 million a year for 8 years.
Yep.
I think you can live pretty comfortably off that, don't you?
Yeah. This makes a whole ton of sense. It's the White Sox mentality. It's like if we can sign him early, he's good. Also, the Red Sox is a good place to be, and they're on a fucking tear right now, and they're pretty damn good again. So
but somehow the Blue Jays just keep winning.
Yeah, I mean, they're 5-5 in their last 10. The Red Sox have almost gone undefeated in their last 10. 64-51 now. Lucas Giolito is good again. Crochet's been lights out.
Former White Sox pitching staff. Here we go.
What changed? You want to know what changed when they started winning?
Scenery.
No. Devers. See ya.
Yeah, gone.
Peace. They started winning after that. Yeah.
How many people were like, how can you trade Devers? This is suicide. This is this is that.
Sometimes it's just that. I mean, they're getting smoked by the Royals right now. But still, like at this point, if they're second in the East, the Yankees were supposed to be the big bad Yankees. They're only, 7 games over 500. They're third now in the AL East. They have the same amount of wins after the All-Star break as the White Sox do right now. It's like there could be trouble in the Bronx.
I think the Yankees, there's a real possibility here. They don't make the playoffs.
It's very possible. They're tied with the Mariners. They're 1 game ahead of the Rangers. The Guardians are somehow only 2 games out from that third wild card spot. Like there's a chance.
There's a real opportunity here that the Mariners maybe don't win the division, but get that top wild card spot, which would.
They got your boy.
My boy, Cal Raleigh. Double cheeked up.
Hey, you, anywho. Suarez.
Oh, hey, you, anywho. My guy, anywho. Yeah, dude. Yeah, he's going to rake for them. I'm excited.
Now they got a Rosarena leading off. Like, that's a pretty substantial lineup they got going on.
Squad.
Yeah.
You got a Rosarena leading off. Anywho. Double cheeked up Cal.
Yeah.
And then you got Francisco Rodriguez out there.
Yeah. He's I think Julio, but I think J-Rod's batting second, I think. It's a Rosarena, J-Rod, Cal Raleigh, and then A.U. Henio. And then you got like J.P. Crawford in the A spot. You're like, that works. That is fine.
J.P. Crawford is such a just
consistent.
Legendary. Yeah.
Consistent and a great fielder. Like they're in a good spot. If their pitching holds up, like they'll be in a great spot.
That's the problem. Another team that probably should have tried to go get some more pitching. Their bullpen could be the demise of them, just like how the Cubs changed.
But it could work out because they at least like added stuff that they needed to in the lineup. Like you may score enough runs, your pitching can make a couple mistakes. I know pitching wins championships, but sometimes it doesn't,
And I know we're very critical on pitching, but did you see that Andrew Kittredge had an immaculate inning today?
35-year-old man, 9 strikes,
yeah, or should
9
we say
outs.
Yesterday? Insane. 35 years old, out here just throwing perfect
for the Cubs. I mean, if he keeps doing that for them, then their bullpen woes are fixed. They need that a little bit. Their bullpen's been a lot better in the last few months than they were at the beginning. That was the biggest struggle, but
they
offense cools off a bit and.
I mean, they continue to drop games in situations where they probably shouldn't. Now, speaking of a team that's not dropping games and somehow just reloading with guys that they used to have, I don't know the team we're spinning for, but I have an idea.
You do.
So Vince,
yes,
why don't you spin
you
the wheel?
Know. You already know. The people are smart enough to know, dude. We definitely roll this before we do it. But to show the people
we
at
don't.
Home,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Houston Astros. Look at them go.
We don't like them.
They are so good all of the time, and it's never going to change. And it was very fun at the beginning of the year because we were like, hooray, the Houston Astros aren't going to win the division. And now they're 2.5 games up on the Mariners, and they'll probably get either a division or a wild card spot at the end of it. Couple moves made for them. Carlos Correa returns home. Minnesota blows up their whole team, gets rid of Durant, sends him to the Phillies, and then they send Carlos Correa over to the Astros again. For some reason, still don't understand that move completely for them. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me.
Getting Correa back?
Yeah.
Well, I think with Pena, he recently hired Scott Boras, and there's still some more money on that deal for Correa, and I think 2 more years.
So they're just we'll just keep Correa and get rid of Pena.
They're just let's go get our guy back.
Yeah.
He's going to do great here. He's going to feel comfortable. Basically, it's half of the squad that he played with when we won a World Series.
Yeah.
So let's get him back. And then before you know it, if Pena just wants to walk, we have an insurance policy, and there you have it.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's just Pena's so good, dude. he's
so good.
He's hitting 322 this
Correa
year.
After prime Correa, which is insane.
He's the same player, and then they bring him back, and they're not short on talent. Clearly, somehow they just keep retooling. They're the Guardians, but they spend more money. Just fucking. Isaac Paredes comes here. He figures out how to hit pretty well. He's hitting 260 with 19 bombs this year. In a year last year with the Cubs that he sucked, and then with the Detroit Tigers where they were just trying to give him away. He's had very, very, very good at bats for them. I don't know, dude. Nobody's a net negative on this team except for Christian Walker right now.
Well, one thing I will say and bring up is that Yordan Alvarez is still slated to come back. And when he does,
see? What are we doing?
I don't know how this team with a healthy Yordan Alvarez swinging the way he can swing it isn't competing for a title.
Hunter Brown, 2.47 ERA this year. Framber Valdez still consistently good. Lance McCullers stops playing. Doesn't matter because they can Ryan Gusto, Colton Gordon, and Brandon Walter. Who? Works
that closer's
out.
Still legit for them. What's his name? I forget.
Josh Hader's been booty cheeks this year, though.
Yeah, Hader. Then again, they're still in first place in the division.
But
so
he comes. Well, that's the thing. He comes back and starts pitching really well. Hector Neris comes back and starts pitching really well. It's all these guys. Caleb Ort has a 4.86. He's been in 35 games with them. Everybody else seems decently rest, and they could do what they need to. It's dumb. No, actually, Josh Hader's 47 appearance is 2.13. Leads the league in saves. He was just bad at the beginning of the year. It's
we do
dumb,
have to
dude.
We do have to understand that the Mariners right now are probably going to sweep the White Sox if I had to throw a dart.
Yeah.
And so here's 3 wins for them. If you look at it, I don't know how many more series that the Mariners have
with the Astros.
So they have one more series slated for the Astros next month towards the end of September.
Yeah.
So right there, if you just stay competitive as a Mariners team, which chances are they do, bearing injury, you have the opportunity to take this division. Now, the Astros do have a fairly
control of that.
The Astros do have a fairly difficult schedule coming up. They've dropped, one to the Marlins today, should we say, or yesterday, and then now they jump into a series with the Yankees, which the Yankees are going to be at home and a highly motivated team. Either they're going to continue to, fly or not. But
this is kind of a gauntlet. They go Yankees, they go red hot Red Sox, they go much improved Orioles over the beginning of the year, and then they go to the Tigers, who lead the Central, and then they go back to the Orioles, and then they come home and play the Rockies. So they have 4 series, all road tripped. Are they going to do well?
Well, and then you look at the Mariners next, month, and their calendar is nothing that is too terrifying. They got the White Sox.
You just hope that they
got
don't Mariner.
Tampa. They got the White Sox. They got Tampa, and they got the Orioles. Then you run into the Mets and Phillies in the middle of August. That's where I'm fearful for them. They got some really good NL teams coming up.
Marinering is a verb in my head. As far back as you can go, they play really well, and then they slide down at the end. Whether or not it's the best team ever that sucked in the playoffs, or the Mariners of the last 5 years that somehow find a way to not make it in when they should. That's what scares me. Is there just voodoo in that locker room, or are they different now? I'd like to say that they're different.
It's like the ghost of Ken Griffey Jr. just luring.
Literally. Yeah.
Could be.
It's the same thing as like the fucking Steve Bartman curse or whatever it was before that, or Black Sox scandal curse, or Babe Ruth trade curse. Like, it just feels like there's curse going on. Someone's got to break it.
Stop swearing. Break the curse.
Facts.
All right.
That's the Astros.
Hey. All right.
Is that the best one?
NFL talk.
Is that the best one?
I think so, Vince.
Or is it?
I don't know. Little NBC?
That one's Monday Night Football, ESPN, and then we got CBS. That's Fox. Sorry. Let's go. That's Fox, and then CBS is this one. Which is the best one?
I don't know. For me, it's more Fox. Right?
Sunday Night Football gets me so.
Sunday night.
Dude, it bangs. I would play it longer, but I don't want to get copyrighted people. So
Yeah, we don't want to get copyrighted. We're all bricked up and ready for football.
Yeah, dude.
It's an exciting time to be a football fan. We got football for many weekends.
I won't lie. Like, putting that on activated something in my brain. Just hearing that bum bum and I was like, oh shit. Dude, I get so jacked for football. It's stupid. It's dumb.
I mean, Vince, I'm not even playing fantasy anymore.
I know.
But my brain automatically just goes to like fantasy football.
Yeah.
Like planning for disappointment.
Got two of those drafts coming up right now. Two of those drafts.
Oh, you're doing two leagues.
I'm doing. I've been doing. I got a dynasty and I got like my OG league, and I'm never leaving my OG league.
You ever bail on a league that you started? Because I did that.
I bailed on the league. I bailed on the same league that I didn't start, but the same league as you. We left them in disarray, dude.
And I don't mean to be that guy, but it just got to
no. I felt totally fine with it. It was like, this is too much money for how much joy I'm getting out of it. It's just not. It's not doing it for me.
Yeah. You know? And that's the difference, right? And you can't have a league unless you got 12 guys. But if the 12 guys are just not setting lineups and you're hurting cats, it's not a good time.
It's annoying and it's stupid. And also, like, that league, I would always just lose. My other league, I was good. But for some reason, I just couldn't do anything in that league. No headway.
Well, you also got some, mathlete warriors in that league. There's some guys who just reading spreadsheets out here getting fantasy notes, doing data deep dives.
Well, I do that too, but like, I'm not waking up to do the waiver wire at 1 a.m. That shit's crazy.
My whole thing is, can you utilize ChatGPT now to make the most of your fantasy draft?
You can, because it'll pull all the data. But what we've learned, and this is my big thing on data, I'm a stats boy, but stats and data are made to be manipulated, people. So you can find anything. I mean, we keep talking about the White Sox. It's so good. They're great after the All-Star break. It's like, yeah, but what they do before the All-Star break, they sucked ass. So we're just doing it to make us feel better. But in reality, you're going to look at the season as a full season. Do you feel better? Yes,
it's a full season. A lot of things can happen. There's going to be a sleeper guy.
I feel better. They're all doing better. The last couple weeks have been good. It's the same thing with the Bulls. The Bulls are so good in the second half of the season. Yeah, because everybody's resting because they're waiting for the playoffs. That's why they're better. So there's pieces of that where you're like, okay. Well,
to add to that, I mean, Vince, is there a team? Not necessarily a team. Is there like a top 5 for you in fantasy this year? I mean, minus like the usual suspects.
Players?
Is there do you have like your fantasy top 5?
Jamar Chase is going to be the best player in fantasy. Let me pull up my spreadsheet.
All right, let's pull this. So like minus Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Saquon Barkley.
JJ's is low this year on a lot of people's.
Really?
JJ's is low.
People getting the McCarthy blues out here.
They're worried about it. I mean, the first 3 weeks is going to be great because Jordan Addison's out now. By the way, we're going to talk about it in a moment, but substance abuse policy out for 3 games in the beginning of the season now.
Smoking the ganj. Don't do it.
Yeah. Hold on, I gotta pull up my fantasy football spreadsheet. And I'm not showing anybody it because you can suck my butts.
Well, I mean, hey, Vince, if they're listening right now, they could get after you.
Mm-hmm.
They could
Hack
see
me,
what's
baby.
behind that curtain.
Most aggregates have Bijan real high, which I can see.
Really?
Yeah, he played really well at the end of last year. Saquon, best player in fantasy last year.
See, I believe he's taking a step back this year.
I don't know. I don't know how you could think that, to be honest.
Hey, armchair warrior, I'm telling you, they're going to take a step back after Super Bowl cold streak.
Maybe, but the line's still good. The coaching's the same. Like,
just take what it's worth.
Jettas is still top 5 in a lot of places. Jahmyr Gibbs is high. Jahmyr Gibbs is he's probably going to run more this year. CeeDee Lamb, got him last year. He was good, but it depends on the quarterback. Derrick Henry, still good. Nico, Puka, Brian Thomas, real high. Malik Neighbors, real high. All those I can see. I think Travis Hunter is going to be pretty damn good this year, personally. I think they're going to throw to him a lot.
A name, I think, just based off the connection, and you'll be able to see this as you do go to the Bears training camp today. I think Rome Odunze is really fine and poised for a breakout. Like
I do too. I just don't know about fantasy specifically because there are a lot of guys to feed in that offense. There's a lot of guys.
A lot of mouths to feed. That is true. But I could also see him being a favorite target. But
supposedly Caleb loves Zacchaeus a lot too. And then Luther Burden's Burden's going to get some play. DJ Moore's going to get his balls. Rome's going to get his balls. And he got 2 tight ends. Plus DeAndre Swift. What are we doing with him? Like there's a lot going on.
There's one football.
Right. Yeah. Which I hope all of them work together as far as the Bears fans concerned, but I don't know. I wouldn't draft anybody on the Bears, to be honest.
Yeah, until it's proven. I mean, chances are those are going to be some late round picks.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of picks, and probably a guy who will not be on your fantasy team this year, Teddy Bridgewater got suspended from high school coaching.
Yeah.
For allegedly breaking the law.
No, definitely did. Yeah.
What did he do?
He got suspended because he coached for high school. He signed a 1 year with the Bucks, so he's at Bucks training camp now. But he was coaching. Yeah, he was coaching a high school team. He got suspended for paying for kids' Ubers, their pregame meals, and recovery services. And the Florida High School Athletic Association says no can do on that. And he's like, I'm doing this as a charity. I don't even need to get paid for this because I made so much goddamn money in my career. Like, I'm just making sure kids get home safe. I get it sort of from the college standpoint, but that still pisses me off. You should be able to feed and get Ubers for your college kids. But high school, what if kids can't get home and he's like, I'll just get you an Uber and that's illegal? Like, piss off, respectfully. Everybody's seems to have the same opinion where it's like, oh, it's an unfair advantage. And everybody's like, they're 15, 16. What are we doing? They need to get home. Teddy Bridgewater's like, I got plenty of money. I'll get you home. Or, oh, you haven't eaten today? Here's some food. Like, why do you have that's so dumb. It's not like he's giving them HGH. Like, he's giving them, like, a chicken finger meal to make sure that they're surviving.
It's food and a ride home. Sounds horrible.
Yeah, what a horrible piece of shit that guy is, huh?
Keeping kids off the street and in sports. Terrible.
Yeah. But now he's at Bucks camp. He's going to be 3rd string, or he might not even make it. We'll see. But I don't know. I just when I heard that, I was like, that's such like political BS as to why they had to like do that. Yeah. And then he's just getting bit in the ass because he has millions of dollars and he wants to help kids. So I think he even went away with it. And he's like, sorry guys, I can't believe I got suspended for that. But he said, I'm trying to help the kids, so I don't regret any of it.
Yeah, I don't blame the guy for a second for trying to help the kids. This is just absolute dog water.
Yeah.
High School Athletic Association rules, I tell you. Oh, you don't come from a family of privilege and well-to-do. Find that coach, will you?
Yeah. Dumb. From the top here, Micah Parsons, soldiers on. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, So just to end that statement, I think he'll still provide money to the school, whether they trace it or not.
He likes those players.
Micah Parsons. Regardless of the statements and the long diatribes and the paragraphs and the Apple notes that he's posting all over X/Twitter, he's going to be a Cowboy.
I agree, but where I'm getting it from right now and what I'm hearing and what the people are saying, It's like okay, first off, Jerry Jones doesn't talk to agents about contracts. He talks to players. He refuses to talk to agents. And players are like, fuck you. And a lot of times, like, even Ezekiel Elliott, like, held out, but just never requested a trade, just went to Aruba or whatever. CeeDee Lamb never requested a trade. He just held out. Parsons is literally like, you have to talk to my agent. You guys got to sign a deal. I'm not going through this bullshit. That's what it seems like. And at this point, like, what is Jerry going to do? Like, it's at the point now where it's like, you can no longer just like fiddle your way into giving some guy a contract that they didn't want. Like, that's why the Cowboys keep sucking, because they keep having to sign these massive deals because they're not getting through to players the way that they used to. And Parsons is another one. And they're going to give him a max deal, and he's going to play for the Cowboys, and they're going to be in cap hell forever. That's what it feels like. And it's going to happen like the day that the first game, like in preseason, happens. Or like when the Eagles get their rings or whatever, it's going to be like Micah Parsons signed, just so he could take some of the spotlight or some shit from him.
Well, if you do trade him, is the asking price that of what the Bears traded for Khalil Mack? So
right
2
firsts,
a second, a fifth.
ESPN guy said it'd be 3 firsts probably.
Whoa,
it's a lot. But also,
no,
are you going to get a player better than that in the next 3 first rounds? Probably not.
You look at his numbers; they're not that intriguing. Trey Hendrickson has better numbers than him. For sure,
he's just older than him. Because when you sign Micah Parsons, you're signing him for the long term. So you got to make sure you're going to have him.
Because he's 26, about to be 27.
Trey Hendrickson's 32.
30.
Yeah, something like that.
31.
So you're going to have him for a couple more years.
So you'll have Trey Hendrickson presumably for the next 3 to 4, playing at that same level, probably 2. Micah Parsons
is like a 7-year contract. That's a long one.
Potentially the opportunity to even get better if he's especially in the right scheme.
Yeah.
I believe that he's a Cowboy because how do you pass on this amount of talent? I don't know.
But that's the thing. He's playing Jerry ball right now, and that never goes well for Jerry anymore. So good luck. Senile old ass man he is. He's the Joe Biden of the NFL.
He does have a head coach who likes to get jazzy though. So if he is, so let's just put it this way: if he is the Joe Biden of the NFL, then Brian Schottenheimer might as well be
Kamala Harris or something like
his son who's on the crack pipe.
Dude, Brian Schottenheimer seemingly doesn't realize he's the head coach of the Cowboys. I swear to God, like he has no idea.
Pulled up to a press conference with a backwards visor on circa 1999.
He pulled a Carson Wentz times 2. He said, backwards hat, hold my beer. I'm putting on a backwards visor. And I just want to play this video from a favorite of this esteemed podcast, Colin Cowherd.
Wonderful.
Here we go.
I don't like backward hats. What's worse is a backward visor. That's a 2-win team. I'm taking away 4 wins. So when you sit in front of a podium, you're representing the Cowboys, you're representing Bank of America, you're representing a $12 billion corporation. I think you got to do better as a head coach than a visor backwards. There's a reason at country clubs and private clubs, you have to wear collared shirts and jackets. There's a reason for that. Like, there's a standard. I don't want to look like a guy that's here to move my couch. Like, I want you to do better than that. That's awful. That's so bad.
He makes a point. He pulls a coward. He pulls a coward in it. I don't care about country clubs.
He's so on track just for who he is. And so I guess you can't blame the guy because
not
it's
at
just
all.
Like his brand is like these obscure corporate references. Be like, you're not going to let your CEO walk in to a major conference
with a backward
pair
hat.
of flip-flops.
Yeah, right. You're right.
You're not going to allow that. So when your head coach is going to a press conference in the middle of a Dallas summer with a backwards visor on, God forbid he shows a little bit of spunk. How can you handle this? Take away 4 wins.
That was the thing. He's like, they're a 2-win team. You -4, it's like aura. It's like -4 for aura. It's like,
subtraction of losses or wins and losses because of the backwards visor is just fantastic.
I think he's kind of in on the bit. He knew how viral that last one went. He's like, I'm going to do the same thing. Clearly, they're at training camp. You can kind of wear whatever you want. I think the backwards visor is a crazy move. If he wore it backwards and upside down, like you see every now and then, that would have been awesome. Again, this hire was crazy. It's insane that he's the coach, but it's not off base for what Jerry's done. Like, he's not going to hire a good, proven coach. He's going to get Jason Garrett for 15 years. He's going to get Brian Schottenheimer for the foreseeable future. He will be the coach for a long time. Mike McCarthy for such a long time. Like, he will be. They're not going to
Mike McCarthy got you to the playoffs.
Yeah, but they didn't quick fire him either. This is like who's the guy? Who's the guy at the Bengals? Marvin Lewis. It's like Marvin Lewis. It's like they're just going to keep him forever.
Marvin Lewis was bad.
But he brought him to the playoffs a couple times. Andy Dalton was pretty good.
I mean, granted, it was like once, and it was with Carson Palmer.
Yeah, but I thought Andy Dalton brought him to the playoffs one year too.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I think he did.
That's fair. Wild card.
Yeah, it was Ocho and Andy Dalton.
Yeah, it was the Ocho Andy Dalton show, and they lost to the Steelers, which they would most likely do all the time.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's the Cowboys. What a mess. I love seeing it. I kind of feel bad for Cowboys fans now because like it's always been a mess and it will continue to be. But
speaking of zesty head coaches, what is Mike McDaniels just like microdosing? Like, what is he doing?
I think he wants
either
to
that
die.
or he wants to get fired or just wants to chill now. Like
Tyreek Hill doesn't want to be there. He's made it clear. Tua's like, you got to be part of the team, and Tyreek Hill clearly doesn't want to. The Dolphins aren't going to be good this year. Clearly, it feels like it. And then someone asked him why it's not just a good morning, but a great one. And he said, it's a great morning because we're another day closer to death. Quote. That was his answer to that. He's just jacked to die, dude. I think he's over it because he's not even a bad coach. He's just put in a situation now where this is the Dolphins.
He will go somewhere and be an awesome offensive coordinator. I don't think he has what it takes to be an offensive head coach. It reminds me a lot of Matt Nagy.
Yeah, a little bit, but I feel like he could, like, in the right system. I feel like if he went somewhere that wasn't the Dolphins, because what coach has worked out the Dolphins?
Not many.
Flores wasn't good. Nick Saban failed there. Like, no one could coach
Nick Saban to every NFL writer would have if he got Drew Brees. So watch your mouth.
But that's the whole thing of it, though. The Dolphins always make the wrong decision. Always do.
Well, the Dolphins are another, franchise with old ownership and just don't want to change. And there's a lot of things here that you could unpack about the Dolphins overall. And who knows? A lot of people are saying that Quinn Ewers is showing out, and maybe takes the title from old Mush Brains over there, aka Tua. You just who knows? A lot of people are saying that it could be, the blonde-haired bandit from Texas.
Tua starting. Quinn Ewers maybe comes in after he gets injured, but Tua starting. Too much money in him.
By what week is Tua not playing?
Based on the last couple of years, 5, 6.
Yeah, it's going to be about 5 or 6.
I'd say so.
Safe to say it. Well, there's Mike McDaniels. He'll be an OC before you know it.
Mm-hmm.
And the biggest news probably of the NFL to date, and this is a very, very bittersweet topic to even consider.
Not even sweet. Just bitter.
Yeah, it's bitter. ESPN acquired the NFL Network and RedZone from the NFL, giving the NFL 10% equity of ESPN. And the end of RedZone, probably as we know it.
Yeah, this is a moment of silence. This is the Inside the NBA. This is a funeral, is what we're going to watch. How many years of NFL RedZone do we have until Stephen A. Smith's just sitting there yapping?
Why are we on the same wavelength right now? Chances are we started a podcast together. But I was about to say, how many years is it going to take for be like, and 5.5 hours of commercial-free football,
yeah,
2.5 hours of me.
Yeah, it won't be commercial-free anymore.
No,
and it's like They fucking better keep Scott Hansen. They better keep Scott Hansen. He's elite at the job, and they shouldn't change it at all. But this is what they're doing: is they're just eating up a bunch of places of what people like that's not on their network and bringing it to it and taking a big old doo-doo on it because they're like, well, it works before, so let's just do it with an ESPN spin. The problem is the ESPN spin, dude. Like, that's the problem.
At what point does this not become monopoly, right? At what point does this not become monopolizing a thing? And now the NFL is just like, oh, ESPN, we are your corporate overlords.
Well, now they're going to get all of the good NFL games on ESPN. They're going to, like, they already kind of do, but they're just going to get even more of the good games because the NFL makes more money off of that shit. It's going to be bad. And RedZone is one of the only true and beautiful things we have left. And even when they added commercials last year, I was like, this is horrible. And now it's going to get so much worse because it's going to be like freaking live action Tarzan coming out next week. And I'm like, get away from my screen. I'm trying to see Tyreek Hill.
Pat McAfee's going to be in there.
I don't want him on there. I don't want him anywhere near. He's going to be popping in third down. Yeah, I don't want him anywhere near that. I need Scott Hansen's beautiful, sultry voice telling me that freaking Caleb Williams with this 80-yard bomb to DJ Moore. That's what I want to hear.
Or it's time for the Octobox. I mean, when he hits the Octobox,
witching hour, dude.
I am Octobox.
Witching hour time. I'm like, dun 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 dun. Hey, like, give it to me. It's over. We're fucked.
Octo-bricked, right?
I'm octo-bricked up, dude.
Yeah, it's true. It's so true. Well, it's going to be fine to start, but it's going to progress.
They're going to slowly ruin it, just like they're going to slowly ruin ESPN or inside the NBA. Same thing.
Well, you pray for them.
You pray for them. You do. You just pray for them.
Speaking of praying for people, we pray for Jordan Addison. He's going to be suspended.
No, he's an idiot.
Was he smoking the pot?
I don't know what it was. I don't think. No, weed's legal. I think he was probably doing some like steroid something or
maybe he just got on a little HGH to heal something. And
well, that's what I'm saying. It's probably but he's out for 3 games for the substance abuse policy. If it was real bad at first offense, like shit like this happens. He's probably just trying to rehab something.
Maybe. I mean, he very well could have taken a pre-workout with something in it that wasn't FDA regulated, or he wasn't paying attention to the list, and then boom, pop 3 games.
Yeah, the NFL ate a couple Rocky Mountain oysters, and they're like, too much test. Got to get him out of here.
Yeah, that's a natural aphrodisiac. Speaking,
I'm not sucking mouth with anybody after eating that shit. No way.
Why? You're not all about the sea boogers?
I'm talking about Rocky Mountain oysters.
What are those?
Those are bowl balls.
Oh.
Yeah. You never heard of this?
No, I can't.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
they make noise.
They'll do it, and it'll look like what are those things you get at seafood places? The circular cornmeal things that they fry.
Hush puppies?
Yeah, they look like hush puppies, but inside it's a bowl ball. They're called Rocky Mountain oysters. Yeah. As I'm saying, too much testosterone because you got bull semen in your body.
I just thought you were talking about oysters.
No, sir.
I thought that was a type of oyster. There's like a bunch of oysters.
You don't get oysters in the Rocky Mountains, buddy.
Vince,
you don't.
How you doing? Vince, do you know the original phrasing of the term hush puppy and where it came from and the horrific backstory of a hush puppy?
I would have assumed that someone was fishing and their dog was being loud. They're like, hush puppy. And they didn't get any food, so they fried it.
It actually dates back to the Confederate era and slavery.
No. Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. What slaves would do when they escaped would take cornmeal and fry it in the day. And then at night, when they would try and escape from the plantation, they would take the cornmeal balls and feed them to the attack dogs.
To the dogs so they don't attack them. So
hence
it's a hush
the term
puppy.
Hush puppy.
Oh, my God. I mean, that's smart. Fucked up.
And then, I'm surprised of all things. They want to cancel fucking Sydney Sweeney's beautiful ass for jeans, but, they can't get rid of these hush puppies. And it's just like, 100+ years later.
Yeah, that's the city swing thing's stupid too. But like that's actually awesome. I love little facts like that.
Little Confederate history.
I hope
podcast.
I assume you're telling the truth. I hope it's real. But yeah,
Google it.
Sick.
Real.
No, I will oogly that later.
Oogly that.
Speaking of old timers, Keenan Allen back with the Chargers. This is Julio Jones on the Titans.
He's gonna go back to the Chargers and just be like a third down guy, and he'll catch
Jerry
a couple
Rice
touchdowns.
on the Raiders at the end, or the Seahawks or whatever.
Allegedly, he's talking shit about the Bears already. Who knows?
Okay, I don't care. He sucked last year. He was so booty cheeks. I'm good.
Yeah, he had like 2 good games, and you were like, okay, there's flashes, but he's not it.
And now the thing is like the Chargers got him back, and they got Ladd McConkey, which was the draft pick that the Bears would have used on him. I'm like, whatever, have fun.
I don't think about that.
Where's Najee?
But okay, I digress. Where is Najee, by the way?
No one knows. Not practicing.
Maybe Najee. Maybe he'll come out of hiding if he could use some smelling salts, even though those are banned now.
Heyo, sort of banned. So everybody freaked out initially because they're like, you can't use smelling salts at all. And then George Kittle's like, no, I need smelling salts. Hell no. The actual rule, and this is what Schefter said, the leagues ban teams from providing players smelling salts themselves. So it's BYOSS. Bring your own smelling salts to the game, according to Adam Schefter.
Bring your own smelling salts. You think they're going to just be like handing them around? I mean, what do they like? What's the purpose of this? It's just like, no teams. If you give him his fun smelling salts, that's an advantage.
It's got to be liability. I assume it's liability. I can't think of any other reason.
Cocaine in the smelling salts.
Yeah, it's what is it, ammonia? Like that's all it is. I think it's like a brain thing. So they're like, you can't have a team like making a player use them, but if the player decides to do it on their own regard, then they can. That's what my takeaway is.
Vince, are you down to like work meeting smelling salt? Like,
I would love to. Dude, smelling.
Like, all right, let's get in there.
I've done them twice, and I'm like, and then I'm ready to run through a wall, dude. Smelling salts rock.
Does it just burn? Does it just burn?
It feels like it's tickling your brain.
Oh, sweet! I liked it a little.
They're crazy. Tickle. Yeah, I'll get my hands on some, and we'll do some and do a video recording of that because they're fun.
Oh yeah,
they're fun time. Yeah.
All right. Well, there's the NFL. So other sports that ESPN is trying to ruin, the NBA.
Yeah, I already have.
Clearly
this is fun
on pace. So Vince, Wemby's back in the news, not for a blood clot in his leg.
Wemby's in the news right now. Wemby's been training this year in unorthodox training styles. He, in June, was at the Shaolin, very good. That's a Wu-Tang album. Yes, he's at the Shaolin Temple in China with monks.
Connection.
With monks. That's the Wu-Tang connection. I got you now. Shaolin Temple in China with monks, concentrating on training his brain, running around a lot, supposedly shaved his head. Spent 10 days doing that. Now he's seen on Instagram training with Kevin Garnett. So he goes from monks, serenity, beauty, Kevin Garnett being an asshole, yelling at him, telling him to do shit. There is no way in my mind that this guy comes back next year and isn't an absolute monster, which he already is. But if you're doing monks and KG, you're going to be pretty good next year.
Well, that you would hope. KG's a dog.
Crazy, man.
Love Kevin Garnett, Chicago King.
Yeah.
If he could stay on the court, man, now he's got De'Aaron Fox. It's going to be a squad out there.
I agree.
It's going to be
Stephon Castle another year. Like, yeah, they got, what was it, the 3rd pick this year, 4th pick this year? Like,
yeah,
they're a good spot. Chris Paul's not there anymore, so now they're back to the young and aggressive. New coach, now that Pop's definitely not coaching anymore. Could be good things. Could be good things in San Antonio. I like that team.
Yeah, I'm hopeful for the Bulls too, but that's because just be a nightmare.
Don't be. Don't be.
Yeah. Don't be Chicago sports teams. This is what we hear. And this is why we're here. Vince, I pray that you have a blessed time at Chicago Bears training camp.
Me too. I'm excited.
maybe try and go live, tune in for the boys,
We'll
show
see,
where
man.
you
We'll
are.
see.
Maybe
We'll see what I'm doing.
If maybe you could like go try and spit some game to Courtney Cronin, be like, yo, Courtney, what's up, mama?
What's up,
Come right
ma?
What's up, mama? Come right on the taxi cyclone. What's you doing?
I could. It'll be exciting. I'm looking forward to it. I'm ready to see how the boys are performing. Yeah.
You should see her. Like I said, hey, Courtney.
Oh, I'll spit some professional game out there all day.
Just be like, respectfully, Courtney, I loved your take. Want to go out to dinner?
Buy me some dinner. No, I'm there for football, baby. That's what I'm there for. All football all the time.
I mean, I'm just saying, if she's around, I mean, Vince,
Okay.
you have an opportunity. You have an opportunity of a lifetime. Don't waste it.
Stop living your fantasies through me, dude.
What if Kay Adams is there?
Then all day. Public enemy number one.
So Kay Adams is okay.
That's a big fish.
Right.
That's a big fish.
That is the biggest fish.
No,
that
my
is
big
the biggest
fish is
NFL fish
Caleb.
you could land.
My big fish is Caleb. It's Rome. It's DJ Moore. It's Colston Loveland. It's Cole Kmet. It's the whole team. That's what I want to go see. I'm trying to look at the boys. Trying to see the boys.
I know. I'm just saying, Vince, if Kay Adams is there, like what an icing on said cake.
No.
Just say.
No. It should be fun, man.
I got eyeballs.
Yeah. How you doing? Respectfully.
I mean, respectfully.
Yeah.
Well, enjoy it. I want to see
you.
your take on. I want to see if Ben Johnson's getting on some people's ass.
Right.
That's what I want to hear more so about.
I'm ready, dude. I'll let you know. I'll fill you guys in all day.
Is this the practice? Is this going to be the joint practice with the Dolphins and the Bills?
I do not know. I do not know, but I will let you know when I get there. I know almost nothing about it. This was sprung on me yesterday. So
you're going to Northbrook? Or
I'm going to Hallis Hall.
You're going to Hallis Hall, which is in Lake Forest. Okay.
Yeah.
So for lunch, you write this down.
All right, Dad. All right, grab a pen.
You're go to Max's Delicatessen in Highland Park. You're welcome.
Okay.
Get a hot pastrami sandwich. Take your pants off. Call me after. I want a full rundown.
Okay.
If you're so inclined, maybe get a matzo ball soup or two.
Okay.
You're gonna be beautiful, sweetheart. You're gonna
be
moving
beautiful. Jewish. I love it. Sign me up.
You're gonna be great. Hey, it's that time of year, and in Highland Park, you'll fit right in. So, with all of that, we thank you for stopping in. Right? It's not going to be a road show next week.
Hooray!
Back in the saddle. Happy to be out of a hotel. And the boys are going to be hitting the road soon, and we'll have more to disclose on that. So before you know it, these two fotches are going to be hitting the road, bringing you sports content you never thought was possible. As always, we thank you for joining us another week after week. Is of course, share with the fam, share with your loved ones. When you get an opportunity, like, follow, and download. We'll see you next week.
Peace.
Talking Tales with Mike and Vince. Oh, you know. Jazzy beats while we dispense. Yeah, you know.